Well, Alan and Sarah, it's a good thing that I get to help you during your volunteer assignment that your school principal offered for the two of you. It is also a good thing that you decided to buy toys from Facebook Marketplace, so both of you can get started for today.
I know, right? This is so much fun, doing our volunteer assignment. It's a good thing that we already have enough toys that we bought from Target and Walmart to give for the kindergartners and preschoolers. The last piece of the puzzle is the Teletubbies plush toys that we're buying from you.
I agree with you, Alan. It's a good thing that Mrs. Wilson got a phone call from the kindergartens and preschools, and they said that they're running low on toys for their students, and once we pay for the Teletubbies toys, we have gotten everything ready so we can volunteer our time. We even have some of our old toys that we don't want anymore to donate to the kindergartners and preschoolers.
Anyways, how much are the Teletubbies toys?
It's going to be $8.30. Thank you, Alan and Sarah. I'm sure you're also going to get the Teletubbies plush toys donated in no time. Have a fantastic rest of your afternoon.
You take care, Jenny. Now that we have the Teletubbies plush toys, why don't we head on back to my house, and from there, my parents are going to drive us to the preschool and kindergarten classrooms.
That sounds like a great idea.
Wait a second, I was going for my walk around GoAnimate City, and I did not expect to see the two of you in the park.
Can we help you with something, Joseph?
Well, it's those two crybabies Alan and Sarah from the Big Kid Daycare. I now see that you bought some Teletubbies plush toys.
Excuse me, but we are not going to waste time with you if you're going to make fun of us. You and your friends need to leave me and Alan and our families alone.
More like, you need to stop buying baby toys, all they will do is get you to act like a baby. No wonder you can't be in a regular classroom at school, and you spend all day watching CoComelon in the Big Kid Daycare.
Hey, young man, don't you talk like that about Alan. He may act childish sometimes, but he's still improving his behavior. And another thing, the Teletubbies plush dolls aren't even for him.
Yeah, I totally agree. Sarah and I have been doing this volunteer assignment by Principal Wilson to get the toys to be donated for the kindergartners and preschoolers, including the Teletubbies plush dolls that I just bought. So therefore, we only bought these toys for the kindergartners and preschoolers. And Sarah also has a surprise present for me for partaking in the volunteer assignment.
Does it look like I care? No. You're too old for Teletubbies toys. Besides, I know you're buying all of these toys because you always loved baby stuff, and you need to realize that you're way too old for baby stuff, and that is why you're acting like a 3-year-old. Now, I suggest you throw those Teletubbies toys in the recycling bin. You're not 3 years old anymore.
Joseph, Alan is telling you the truth. These toys are not for him or me, they are for the kindergarten and preschool, including the Teletubbies toys that he just bought from this woman on Facebook Marketplace. He is not too old for Teletubbies.
Look, I was just trying to help Alan. He needs to realize that he is too old for baby shows like Teletubbies, CoComelon, Super Simple Songs, Bubble Guppies, and Shining Time Station, and that is why he still cries like a 3-year-old, has to be in the Big Kid Daycare, and cannot be in a regular classroom. Why can't he just enjoy shows that are more for his age like Family Guy, Friends, Seinfeld and The Simpsons? And why does his high school have a daycare in the first place? How pathetic.
For your information, you really need to understand that Alan can't control his behavior. He has autism, and sometimes, he can react to certain things that caused him to get scared. And furthermore, he is definitely not too old for preschool shows. Nobody is.
Yeah, I agree with everything that Jenny and Sarah just said. You are just wasting our time. And second of all, you know that I am not too old for preschool shows, and sometimes I can't control my behavior the way I do. Now, if you can just leave us alone, and let us continue with our volunteer assignment, that would be very helpful, okay?
You know what, I am going to teach you a lesson that you will never forget. Give me those Teletubbies toys, so that I can take them to the dump.
Absolutely not. You know very well that I had just bought those Teletubbies toys to donate to the preschoolers and kindergartners.
Look, if you don't do as I tell you, I am going to call Roger and Nancy to get involved and deal with you crybabies. This is absolutely bustalooey unacceptable. Well then, I have no choice but to take it and throw it into the duck pond.
No, Joseph, please don't throw those toys into the pond. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right, Alan. Cheer up, when we get home, I will tell my parents that we can buy some Teletubbies toys at Walmart first thing tomorrow. How does that sound?
Wow! This is so awesome! This is what that crybaby really gets this time for getting me, Roger and Nancy into trouble, and especially for taking our electronic devices in the first place.
Joseph, just look at what you've done to Alan. This is just as bad if not worse than when you cut his gift card in half the other time. You know what? I don't want you and Roger and Nancy and Chris and your other troublemaker friends to go near me and Alan and our families ever again. Do you understand?
Look, all I am trying to do is help Alan realize that he is too old for baby shows. But he refuses to listen to my advice.
That was not helpful at all, Joseph. That was very mean of you for what you have done to Alan.
Be quiet, you entitled Karen.
Excuse me, you in the green t-shirt. I saw what you were doing to these people. You took that man's Teletubbies toys, and you threw it into the lake. It's time for you to leave the park, now.
Why should I?
You heard the security guard all right. You threw the toys that Alan bought into the duck pond, and we were supposed to donate those to the kindergarten and preschool classes. Seriously, you need to leave the park now.
You're coming with me, either it's that, or I will get the police involved, your choice.
Fine, I'm coming, but Alan and Sarah, this is what you get for taking our electronics from me and my friends.
I don't want to hear another word from you, kid. Got that?
Alan and Sarah, I am terribly sorry about what happened.
It's all right. It's just that Joseph has gotten a lot worse than before because now he hangs out with Roger and Nancy. We're going to call his parents right now.
And I have some good news, you too. I have another Teletubbies plush doll that I can give to you to compensate for the one Joseph threw into the pond.
Really?
Yes, I can stop by your house and drop it off, if you'd like.
Joseph, we cannot believe that you continue to bother Alan and Sarah again, but only this time, you took the Teletubbies toys that he bought and threw them into the duck pond while they were doing their volunteer assignment at the park.
For this, you will be grounded for another week. No TV, no hanging out with Roger, Nancy, Chris, or any other troublemaker and entitled Karens during this time, and you are only allowed to leave the house when going to school or going for a walk.
We do not want you ever going near Alan and Sarah and their families anymore until you start improving your behavior, and the security guard also said for you to stay away from them for good until you can start showing some big respect for Alan, Sarah and their families. Now go back upstairs to your room, and I will be bringing you your lunch in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Stop it. Just stop it. Just seriously, just stop screaming and slamming doors. Now.
Nancy and Anthony, today your mother and I are going to visit a family friend of ours downtown, so we decided to arrange a babysitter to watch over the two of you while we are gone.
Wait, what? Not another babysitter, you've got to be kidding me this time.
As always, we're not kidding, both you and Anthony are getting a babysitter for real.
But Mom and Dad, Anthony and I are not babies or toddlers. I am almost 18 years old. And Anthony will be turning 11 this year.
Nancy, you have been misbehaving a lot, including recently, and that's why you're getting a babysitter, and Anthony will be here with you while we are gone.
Yeah, don't you worry, Nancy. I will be right here with you while Mom and Dad are gone. It's no big deal.
Well, then, I hope the babysitter won't make me watch baby shows, because unlike Alan, I am too old for that stuff.
First thing, you don't talk about Alan like that, you know very well that nobody is too old for anything. Second of all, your babysitter isn't going to force you to watch baby shows, so don't you worry about that.
Oh, that is good to hear. So who is going to be the babysitter?
That's exactly what we are about to tell you. You each get 3 guesses, and if you get them all incorrect, we will tell you who is going to watch over you.
Will it be Dave Johnson?
No, Nancy, it won't be him, especially because of the way you kept bothering his family, and also for the way you behaved for Dave when he watched over you about a year ago, so he is not going to babysit this time. You get 2 more guesses.
Is it going to be Joseph's mother at least?
No, it won't be her either, and furthermore, we told you numerous times that Joseph is not a very good influence, just like Roger. You get 1 more guess.
Well then. Is it going to be Alex Fry?
That's correct, Nancy. Alex Fry is the one watching over you and Anthony while we are gone. And Alex is a very good neighbor that moved recently next to the Percys, and he works at the Hampstead Hospital.
That will be interesting. Maybe we can watch some episodes of Friends and Family Guy or something.
But don't watch TV the whole time. He is babysitting you and Anthony. There are other things to do. Also, there is plenty of food in the refrigerator for the 3 of you to have for lunch.
And Nancy, we always want to remind you to be on your absolute best behavior for Alex, otherwise, you will be grounded. Understood?
Yes, I understand, Mom, Dad, and Anthony.
Good to hear. Well, I think that's Alex. So we better get going. We'll see you 2 later in about 3 to 4 hours.
So Nancy and Anthony, while your parents are downtown, what are you thinking of doing until they come back?
I was thinking, let's watch some episodes of Friends, Family Guy, and The Simpsons, and we can order a pizza from Little Caesars.
I don't mind watching TV. I would like to draw pictures with crayons in my room, but we can eat the food in the refrigerator that Mom and Dad have.
That is very thoughtful of you, Anthony. And Nancy, I'd also like your first option. But I don't think it's a good idea to order a pizza from Little Caesars because your parents don't want me to. And besides, there is plenty of food in the refrigerator so we can all have something here.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, I do have a problem with that, because whatever my parents fix for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it is not as good as Little Caesars Pizza, or Olive Garden, or any restaurant for that matter.
Hey, don't be ungrateful like that. You should be happy that your parents make you and Anthony healthy meals every day, and besides, it's not a good idea to go to McDonald's, Olive Garden, or Little Caesars Pizza every single day. It's also a waste of money.
No! I demand that you order us food from Little Caesars Pizza, because I do not like what Mom and Dad make me to eat. So order something from Little Caesars Pizza now.
Nancy, that is not how you treat your babysitter. You're being disrespectful right now, and no, I am not ordering anything from Little Caesars Pizza, because I'm going to make something for the 3 of us. Now, I'm going to be in the kitchen, and you can wait here in the living room.
Well, whatever he makes for lunch, I hope it's either a hamburger, pizza. There is no way I will be eating the food that Mom and Dad left in the refrigerator, unless it's a grilled tuna sandwich. This episode of Friends has got to be one of the funniest ones I have ever seen, and I can't stop watching.
Nancy, you can come into the kitchen now. Lunch is ready.
All right. I hope there will be hamburgers, pizza, or grilled tuna sandwiches. Nice. You made grilled tuna sandwiches, and they also have an lettuce and tomato. My favorite.
I knew you were going to like these sandwiches, Nancy. And so does Anthony. Say, why don't you sit down with us, and then we'll eat our lunch.
Wow, is it just us? Or did we finish our lunches early because of good old GoAnimate logic?
Nancy, are we going to continue watching TV?
Yes, we're going to watch a few more episodes of Friends.
And after that, I was thinking we can watch a few episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Weren't we going to also watch The Simpsons?
Actually, I figured that we can also watch something that is for all ages. That's why I am suggesting we watch SpongeBob.
But SpongeBob is a baby show, and I'm too old to be watching it.
Oh great, here we go again.
Nancy, SpongeBob SquarePants is not a baby show. In fact, my friends and I enjoy watching it whenever we have get-togethers. In fact, that was a great suggestion from Anthony.
No, we're not going to watch SpongeBob, and that is final.
Nancy, stop it with that attitude. We can watch Friends, The Simpsons, and SpongeBob.
You know what? I've had enough of this nonsense. Why do we have to watch baby shows?
Look, Nancy, SpongeBob is not a baby show. It's for all ages, even though it's popular with elementary students.
You know what? Give me that disc.
Nancy, what are you doing?
You'll see.
Nancy, how could you do such a thing to your brother? You just made him cry by cutting up the DVD to SpongeBob SquarePants, and he wanted to watch that show. Now, thanks to you, I'm going to inform your parents about how you behaved for me while I was babysitting you.
Nancy, we cannot believe that you disrespected Alex Fry while he was babysitting you and Anthony. You acted all entitled towards him, and not only that, you cut Anthony's SpongeBob DVD and made him cry. That is it.
You are grounded through the middle of next month. This means no hanging out with Roger and Joseph and Chris, no TV, and you are only allowed to leave the house to go to school or go for a walk around the neighborhood. And no, you're still not getting your Xbox back, ever again. Now go upstairs to your room, and think about what you did.
What?
Nancy, stop it. Just stop it. Seriously, that is enough of your childish screaming and slamming doors.
Just stop doing those things and act your age, not like a 3-year-old. Just stop it. Seriously.
Her childish screaming is not only scaring me, but it is getting very annoying, and I cannot put up with this anymore.
So Joseph, what is the plan for the weekend?
Both of you can come to my house at about 12 p.m., and we can watch episodes of Friends for the entire afternoon while my mom is running errands, and my dad is going to take my 2 sisters DW and Kate to the mall, and Arthur will be hanging out with his friends at the park. And this will also be better to take a break from bothering those crybabies Alan and Sarah.
You know what? I really like that idea, Joseph. And we should order some pizza from Little Caesars, and then bring it to your house.
That's an even better idea. In fact, we should have pizza and Pepsi this entire time, while we're watching episodes of Friends all afternoon long at my house. So today, we have to finish our homework as soon as possible so we can get ready for tomorrow.
Sounds like a good plan, Joseph. Anyways, Nancy and I are going to order the pizzas from Little Caesars using Uber Eats first thing tomorrow morning, but we'll see you at your house tomorrow at 12 p.m.
I can't wait to see you then.
Same here, Joseph. We can't wait to be watching Friends all afternoon long. Roger and I will send you a text message when we arrive at your house.
I think that is either Roger or Nancy who texted me just now. I'm going to check my messages. Roger, Nancy, I am so glad you were able to make it on time.
Same here, Joseph. I can't wait to watch an entire afternoon of Friends.
Same here as well, Joseph.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go in the house and watch some cool episodes of Friends. Okay, I will now turn on the TV, and we can start watching Friends.
And while we're watching, let's all dig into these delicious pizzas before they get cold. We have pepperoni and 3 meat lovers pizzas.
And this is going to be the best afternoon we are going to have in our entire lives. Friends will be one of the best TV shows. We like it more than Family Guy.
And as a matter of fact, the next episode of Friends begins right now.
Patricia, do you have any ideas for an engagement ring for Martha? I plan to propose to her in a day from now.
Well, haven't you looked at the manual before?
Yes, it was, and I am going to give her a good old-fashioned fire drill for our wedding.
So this means the popcorn will be ready during the wedding.
Yes, and then one person will say, "Hey, that's the fire alarm." It will be a good old-fashioned fire drill wedding. All of us will be eating popcorn.
Oh boy. Roger, Nancy, I have to say that this was one of the funniest episodes of Friends I have ever seen in my whole life. In fact, even though my birthday is coming in a few weeks, this is my favorite sitcom.
See, Joseph, I told you that you're going to enjoy these funny episodes of Friends. I am also having a wonderful time together.
And same here. As a matter of fact, We think Friends is one of our favorite shows of all time, more so than Family Guy and The Simpsons.
Yeah, and next time, we should also watch more sitcoms like Seinfeld. That one ran from 1989 to 1998, and the episodes are also really good. There were other popular ones back in the day, like Cheers, Third Rock from the Sun, and Boy Meets World.
Wow! That is even better. We should also watch more sitcom shows as well. I agree that they are very funny.
And furthermore, we can even purchase DVDs of popular sitcoms and get those grown crybabies from the Big Kid Daycare, Alan and Sarah, to watch them instead of their silly baby shows, which they need to realize they are way too old for.
Joseph, what are you doing? Roger, Nancy, you two are not supposed to be in our house. Joseph, you're not supposed to bring friends over while grounded. You are in big trouble. Roger, Nancy, I'm calling your parents right now.
Why? Please don't call our parents. 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 Please, we don't want them to ground us anymore. Why?
Roger, Nancy, enough with the temper tantrums, right now. I'm calling your parents, and then I will deal with Joseph.
Come on, Roger, it's time to go home now. You're coming with me.
No, please don't take me home, you entitled Karen. I want to keep watching Friends.
You too as well, Nancy, let's go home now.
Wait, please put me down this very instant. You entitled Karen, I also wasn't finished watching Friends.
Joseph Christopher Reed. Just what in the world were you doing with Roger and Nancy? It sounded like you three were watching Friends together.
Well, it's because I invited Roger and Nancy to the house to watch Friends with me while you were gone since we have done our homework yesterday. We even ordered pizza from Little Caesars from Uber Eats so we can all enjoy the sitcom together here in the living room TV. We like Friends more than ever before.
Well, I can't believe that you watched the sitcom Friends. You know that you are not supposed to bring your friends here while grounded. Second of all, you're not supposed to watch Friends, because that sitcom is not family friendly, even though you're turning 14 next month. For this, you will be grounded until the end of the current month. First, I am going to turn off the TV.
No, please don't turn off the TV. I wasn't even finishing watching this episode.
Too bad, I already turned off the TV. Now, for your birthday, I suggest you can have DVDs of Malcolm in the Middle and The Big Bang Theory. Those are very family friendly. You're not allowed to watch Friends until after you turn 14, because it is not family friendly. Also, no bringing over troublemakers and entitled Karens into our house. Once you're ungrounded, you can bring your non-troublemaking friends over to the house. Now go upstairs to your room now. And I will be telling your dad about this when he gets home.
Joseph, stop it. Just stop it. Seriously, you're not a toddler, you're almost 14 years old, and that is enough slamming doors already.
Roger William Jason Gibson Schneider, just what on earth do you think you're doing at Joseph's house?
Tell us the truth, Roger.
Well, Joseph invited me and Nancy over to his house to watch Friends in his living room TV for the entire afternoon, while his family was out running errands. since we were already done with our homework from school yesterday. We ordered pizza from Little Caesars and Pepsi to make us feel more at home. We love the sitcom way better like any other TV shows including Seinfeld and Family Guy.
Well, then, we can't believe that you and Nancy went over to Joseph's house to watch Friends in his living room TV while grounded. You know that you're not supposed to hang out with Nancy and Joseph because they are not a good influence on you. You're also not supposed to order anything from Uber Eats. Third thing, even though you're old enough to watch Friends, you know that it is not family friendly, even though you're still a senior in high school.
For this, you will be grounded through the end of the current month. And once your grounding is finished, you can hang out with your friends, but they cannot be any troublemaker and entitled Karen. No watching Friends and Family Guy during this time. Now go upstairs to your room now.
Why?
Roger, we are so fed up with your childish screaming and slamming the door. Act your age, and that is enough already.
Mom, you have been saying the exact same line over and over again in every single video. It's time to say something else after I slam the door. And second of all, you sound like a robot when you get furious.
Nancy Alice Andrews, what were you doing at Joseph's house? Tell us the truth or you will be grounded for an even longer time.
Well, Joseph invited me and Roger over to his house to watch Friends all afternoon long in his living room TV while his family were gone, after we had finished our homework from school. We even ordered pizza and Pepsi from Little Caesars using Uber Eats to get us more at home, because we loved watching Friends more than other TV shows including Seinfeld and Family Guy.
First of all, you're not supposed to go to your friend's house while grounded. You're also not supposed to order anything on Uber Eats either. Third thing, Friends isn't appropriate for children under 14. We suggest that if you watch sitcoms with 7th or 8th graders from your school, they have to be family friendly.
For this, you will be grounded through the rest of the month. And once your grounding is up, you can start hanging out with your friends, but it can't be a troublemaker or entitled Karen. No watching Friends or Family Guy during this time. Now go upstairs to your room now.
What?
Nancy, that's enough slamming doors, and your childish screaming already. You're not a baby anymore, you're 17 years old. Stop it. Just stop it. Just grow up already.
Hello neighbor, come join with me as I get ready for school. I have already eaten breakfast, and just brushed my teeth. Now, time to head on over to the bus stop. Now, the bus will be here in the next 5 minutes. I don't know about you, but for some reason, my house doesn't look like the one in the actual show. Instead, it looks similar to Alex Frey's new house, but it's in different colors. How interesting.
Wow! This is one of the best episodes of Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and I can't get enough of them. I better watch a few more of them, including Sesame Street, before I can get back to class in the next 30 minutes. Excuse me, fella. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I see you are watching Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood and Sesame Street. Do you love watching those TV shows?
Yes, I love them because those were my favorite kids' shows when I was little, and they are my only childhood.
Well, I think you're too old for them, because you're not in preschool or kindergarten anymore. You're more like 14 or 15 years old.
What in the world are you talking about?
Did you not hear me? I just said that you're too old for Sesame Street and Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. I don't see any teenagers watching those baby shows and preschool shows. Why can't you just enjoy some good shows that are more for your age like Friends, Family Guy, Seinfeld, and The Simpsons? How lame and pathetic!
Excuse me, but are you going to waste my time to make fun of me for liking my favorite kids' shows? Get over it. You know very well that nobody is too old for anything, plus, I have autism, and sometimes I can react to things whenever I get scared, or getting upset, like I am right now.
More like yes, you are definitely too old for preschool shows. No wonder you can't be in a regular class, like the rest of us. One of my good friends is in the independent study program here in the special school, but it is way more different than the other schools. They only have big kid playpens with daycare friends and with preschool shows, and that is why your mommy has to take care of you.
That is not true. People of all ages can still enjoy their favorite preschool shows as part of their childhood. Also, you know that students with autism can sometimes have difficulty managing their emotions, no matter what the situation they are in, and we must treat everyone with respect.
Oh, really? If so, you should be enrolled in the 5th grade, where you can sing The Wheels of the Bus, Down by the Bay, Sally the Camel, and even I've been working on the railroad. And then having nap time, eating popcorn, and playing with numbers, letters, shapes, and colors.
I don't need to explain with you again, kid. Just leave me alone. Seriously.
Seriously, you are a man-child. And who watches baby shows at the age of 14?
That is very insulting of you to say that. Now, leave me alone.
You want me to leave you alone? Well, I'm going to teach you a very big lesson first.
Oh no, my tablet isn't working. What?
There, now you're going to move on from those lame and pathetic baby shows. You big crybaby!
Excuse me, Mitchell, you need to leave Brad alone, and you're coming to my office immediately.
Hey, who says I can't bother anyone? All I was trying to do was help him move on from baby shows because he's 14 years old.
I just said it. I saw everything in the surveillance cameras from my office. You were making fun of Brad. He has autism, and sometimes he can't even control his behavior the way he does. Not only that, you wrecked his tablet. Now, I want you to leave the cafeteria with me.
No, I refuse to leave this kid alone, and I am not leaving the cafeteria. This big baby needs to be where he belongs, daycare. No wonder he throws childish tantrums, listens to nursery rhymes, and whatnot. So therefore, this pathetic man-child is the one who needs to leave school grounds and go to daycare. Hey, put me down this instant. Grandma Jones?
Now, you don't talk to me like that, mister, that is very disrespectful. And second of all, you don't go up to random people and tell them that they are too old for this, or too old for that. Also, you just don't take their electronic devices and throw them onto the floor. In particular, you don't make fun of people who are on the autism spectrum. They can be very sensitive to certain things, and can have a difficult time controlling their emotions sometimes. For what you did, you will be serving after-school detention for a week with Mr. Parker, starting from today. Also, I will be informing your parents about your behavior.
Never! There is no way I am going to serve detention with Mr. Parker. He never lets me watch videos on my tablet or play video games, and detention is absolutely boring.
Mitchell, I made a decision, and that is final. You are going to serve detention with Mr. Parker after school. Also, I want you to apologize to Brad for what you did to him.
No! I am not. You need to send him to daycare.
You know what, for talking about him like that, you're going to serve lunch detention with Mr. Wiggles and after-school detention, both for 2 weeks starting from today. Go to Mr. Wiggles' classroom, now.
Mitchell Blake Snoots, what is wrong with you this time? We can't believe that you tried to make fun of an autistic student that likes his favorite childhood shows, when in fact, he is not too old for them. And not only that, you broke his $300 tablet. That was very uncalled for. And you have to serve after-school detention for 2 weeks.
For this, you will be grounded through the end of January. No leaving the house other than going to school, or for a walk around the neighborhood, no hanging out with any troublemaker or entitled Karen, no TV for 2 weeks. And we are still not going to celebrate your birthday this year, because of the way you're behaving. Now go upstairs to your room now, think about what you did, and start on your homework.
Way!
Mitchell, we're already getting sick and tired of you slamming doors and screaming like a 3-year-old. Grow up for once. Stop it. Just stop it.
Joseph, can you please come downstairs? We're going to go on a weekend trip to Chicago.
Did I overhear you saying that we are going to Chicago for the weekend?
Yes, Joseph, we're going to take a flight to Chicago, and then head to Northbrook to celebrate Kate getting good grades at school once again, and it is also a 3-day weekend.
You know what? I am actually wanting to go someplace, other than going just to places in Goanimate City.
I'm glad that you're not saying let's go to Peter Piper Pizza, like you used to. It's always good to try and go to new places every now and then. We are going to catch a flight to Chicago, like your dad said, and then we'll take the Milwaukee District North train from the airport to the Morton Grove station. And more importantly, we expect you to be on your best behavior during our weekend trip, otherwise, you will be grounded. Understood?
Yes, I understand, Mom and Dad.
Good. Anyways, let's all get into the car and head on over to the airport. We have to be there at least 2 hours before departure.
All right everyone, there is our train so we can go to Northbrook over the weekend.
I can't wait to see what Chicago has to offer.
You're really going to like the place, Joseph.
The Metro train to Northbrook has just arrived. The Metro train to Northbrook has just arrived.
Hey Everly, now that we are on our weekend trip, and my brother Chris is staying home, we can't wait to go to the Chicago Union Station, and Jake is already waiting for us.
I couldn't agree with you more, Penelope. We also can't wait for our other upcoming weekend trip to Austin. Jake and Julia will also be joining us on this trip as well. We can even play some amazing games in the arcade and then swim at the Kalahari Resort, which almost looks like Great Wolf Lodge, and even eat some delicious meals in any restaurant.
I know, right? Let's hope for the best for our next weekend trip with joy and laughter, and it won't go wrong with any troublemakers spoiling our fun. And who knows, after we both graduate from high school, we are going to go to college together, either in Goanimate City, or in Chicago, but we will just decide when the time comes.
That sounds like a good suggestion.
Joseph, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey Penelope, and Everly, may I please have a seat? Because the other seats are all taken.
Sorry Joseph, Penelope and I are already using our seats along with our suitcases.
Okay then. Anyways, my family and I are headed to Chicago. And what are you two doing here?
Well, you see, Everly and I are going to the Union Station in Chicago to meet our good friend Jake for the weekend. And how have you been doing?
Well, I've been doing good, and you know that I have been good friends with Chris. He even told me on the day he got into trouble when he pulled the fire alarm at Jake's house on his birthday last month.
Oh, please don't talk about Chris. He is also doing good, but he still misbehaves and causes trouble, like literally all the time. I also even heard from my parents that you and Chris snuck off to Lakewood Elementary, and used Miss Stillwater's credit card to buy DVDs.
For your information, Chris and I are trying very hard not to sneak off to Lakewood Elementary again, anymore, especially when I kept on bothering Miss Stillwater every time I see her. But still, I have to make this request.
We don't take requests, even if we recognize people.
I will take that as a yes. And my request for you Penelope, when I get back to GoAnimate City next week, I would like to hang out with Chris.
Are you serious right now? There is no way that my family would let Chris hang out with you because number 1, I can't make that decision. Number 2, he still misbehaves a lot, and he is getting grounded. And third reason, even if Chris is your friend, like I told you numerous times, he is still not a very good influence on you, and neither are his other friends, Roger, Nancy, and Mitchell.
More like yes, you do want to let Chris hang out with me, and especially with Roger and Nancy, because you know very well he doesn't deserve to be treated the way you and your family always do. So, stop being such a snitch, and I demand you tell your parents when you come home from your trip so I can hang out with Chris, along with Roger and Nancy.
I beg your pardon, but what did you just call me?
I said, stop being such a snitch, like your friend Everly, my siblings Arthur, DW, and Kate, and the crybaby Alan and his childish girlfriend Sarah. I demand that you tell your parents when you come home from your trip to let Chris hang out with me and Roger and Nancy, and in fact, let me go to your house when I come back from my trip, so I will call Roger and Nancy, and we are going to visit your house to spend time with your brother Chris.
Don't call me and Everly snitches, because that is not very nice of you to say that, especially because Chris calls me that every single day.
I agree with what Penelope just said. What you said to us that is very rude and disrespectful. And like Penelope told you, her parents are the only ones who decide whether Chris can hang out with anyone. She can't make that decision. Now, if you can just leave us alone, and mind your own business, that would be really helpful.
Never, I'm not going to leave you alone, until Penelope agrees that she is going to let Chris hang out with me and Roger and Nancy, and I also demand you and Penelope to unground him this very second. He doesn't deserve to be grounded on a daily basis.
Joseph, where are your parents? Either you leave us alone, or show us where your parents are, so that we can report to them how you are behaving towards us.
No, I'm not going to tell you again, but I demand that you let me hang out with your brother Chris, and unground him this very second, so he can hang out with me and Roger and Nancy. He needs to have good friends that he really cares about each and every day.
Joseph Christopher Reed.
Oh no.
We heard that you were arguing with Penelope and her friend. We told you many times that you don't ever go up to random people and demand them to do things for you, but you didn't listen to us. Again, that is totally unacceptable behavior.
You are going to be so grounded when we get home.
At long last, finally we can enjoy our trip so we can visit Jake without Joseph causing any more trouble.
You said it loud and clear, Penelope.
Joseph, because of what you did to Penelope and Everly, you will be grounded for 2 weeks. No TV during this time, no hanging out with Chris, Roger, Nancy, or any other troublemaker and entitled Karens, and no leaving the house, other than going to school or for a walk around the neighborhood.
And no more weekend trips for you, and until you can learn not to bother people and keep demanding to do things for you.
Now go upstairs to your room and think about what you did.
Joseph, stop it. Just stop it. Seriously, just at your own age, and enough slamming doors. Now.
Roger, Nancy, and Mitchell, good afternoon to you three.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon to you, Joseph. So what is the purpose of this Zoom meeting?
Well, you see, I invited you to this Zoom meeting because I just discovered when I was having my walk around the neighborhood, I just saw the crybabies Alan, Dave, Tony, and Sarah at Alan's house. And do you know what I just found out? They have finally given up on baby shows, and they are now watching Family Guy and Friends.
Wow! Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious. And maybe they just realized they are too old for watching silly baby shows like CoComelon, Shining Time Station, and even Barney and Friends. And they should watch shows that are more for their ages like Family Guy, Friends, The Simpsons, and Seinfeld.
Now, that's more like it. Maybe we can hang out with the crybabies Alan, Sarah, Dave, and Tony at the crybaby Alan's house, and maybe make up for what we have done to them in the past. They should know that Family Guy, Friends, Seinfeld, and The Simpsons are better shows than those silly baby shows.
So, we have to think of a plan to visit Alan's house so we can watch Family Guy and Friends together.
I think I got the solution. Here's how we can make it work. First, we each can make a suit of Alex Frey, and maybe members from the Marquez family like Dora, and her mom Alina and her dad Cole. Alex became friends with the Marquez family, and Dave and his family. Then we will go into the suits and walk over to the crybaby Alan's house, and from there, we will be all watching Family Guy and Friends with Alan, Sarah, Tony, and Dave.
Joseph, you always put your plans into action. In fact, we should meet each other tomorrow afternoon at the park to know which suits we will get into.
I agree. Once we get into the crybaby Alan's house with the suits, we will take off the suits and watch Family Guy and Friends to spend time together with them.
And same here, we can't wait to put this plan into action.
Yeah, same here. Anyways, I must get going for now, so I can make the suits before my parents come home from their shopping at Stop and Shop in 2 hours. But I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon at 12 p.m. at the park so we can get started on what we are going for.
Sounds fine with us. We will see you then. Thank you, Joseph.
We'll see you tomorrow, Joseph. Take care as well.
You take care as well, Joseph. See you tomorrow.
You take care as well for you guys. Alright then. Let's go to the garage, and make the suits that look like Alex, Cole, Elena, and Dora. Okay, I think it will take about 45 minutes to an hour to make the suits of Alex, Cole, Elena, and Dora. Again, I've done this many times before, so I know what I am doing. Wow! I'm very good at making suits and putting plans into action, and it only took me 45 minutes to make all of this, especially with the help of good old GoAnimate logic, which is why it doesn't take me much time to make suits. Now, tomorrow afternoon, I will take the suits to the park, and then Roger, Nancy, and Mitchell and I will discuss which of us will go under which suit. For now, I will hide the suits under my bed before my parents find out about this, since they're too heavy. I will take care of this with GoAnimate logic.
Alright my good friends. Now that we have the suits ready, here is how it works. I will get into the Cole suit, Nancy. You can get into the Elena suit, Joseph. You can go to the Alex suit, and Mitchell, you can get into the Dora suit.
And once we are in each of the suits, we will walk over to the Petersons' house, so we can hang out with the crybabies Alan, Sarah, Dave, and Tony.
First, they are going to really think that they are Alex and the Marquez family.
Well then, what are we waiting for, guys? Let's get into the suits, and walk over to the Petersons' house.
Welcome Marquez family, and Alex. It is so good to see all of you.
It's so good to see you, Mr. Peterson, finally after all of this time.
It's also a great pleasure to see you too, Mr. Peterson.
I agree with Cole. We cannot wait to watch Family Guy and Friends with you and your family along with Dave.
Same here as well.
Well then, come in, the others are now waiting there. It will only be 1 hour, Alex, since my family and I have things to do in the evening. Feel free to make yourselves at home while I am going to.
Oh, my goodness. Joseph, Roger, Nancy, and Mitchell. Is that you, guys?
What in the world are you four doing here in Alan's house?
And where did you guys get those suits of Alex and the Marquez family from?
We thought we told you not to come near my family.
I agree, and the same thing goes to me and my family as well.
Well, you see, we wanted to come here and watch Family Guy and Friends with you all to make up for what we have done in the past.
We agree with Joseph. We just wanted to spend this wonderful time with good people like you.
Exactly, we wanted you all to realize that Family Guy and Friends are much better shows than boring baby shows.
And furthermore, how bad could it be to watch Friends and Family Guy with good people like you all? We just made the suits ourselves just for fun.
Well, you four are not watching Family Guy and Friends with us. Just because we are watching those shows for a while, doesn't mean we're not giving up on baby shows. You four just wanted to get your way, so you can keep causing trouble for me and my family, and Dave and Sarah's families, and we can't believe you tricked us by walking into suits that looked like Alex Frey and members of the Marquez family. Now, if you four can leave the house, that will be very much appreciated.
Why, we want to watch Friends. And Family Guy, 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 please, want to watch Friends and Family Guy for 1 hour. And that's all, please. Why?
My goodness, Sarah, this is getting very embarrassing.
I agree with you, Alan. This is just as bad as when the troublemakers threw tantrums at Times Square on New Year's Day.
All four of you, stop it. We're not going to ask you again, but you need to leave this house, now. And stop acting so childish. You're not 3 years old.
No, we're not going to leave until you let us watch Friends and Family Guy for 1 hour. Is it that complicated?
Absolutely not. We're not watching Friends and Family Guy with you, and that is final. Now, all four of you, get out of the house.
We're not going to leave the house. No! Not until you let us stay and watch Family Guy and Friends for an hour, and that is final.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Let us go this instant. We don't deserve to be treated like this. We want to watch sitcoms with you all.
And do not come back to bother us ever again. I am also going to call your parents.
Great. I can't believe that those crybabies tricked us into thinking they are no longer watching baby shows. This is so unfair.
I agree, those grown crybabies should know better than to do that.
And same here, we are still going to teach those big babies a lesson that they won't forget. And I mean, really big time.
Haley, what is going on? I thought I heard some commotion in the living room. Oh my goodness! Why are there suits that look like Alex, Cole, Elena, and Dora?
Julie, you're not going to believe this. Joseph, Roger, Nancy, and the new troublemaker, Mitchell, decided to sneak into our house, and they came here in suits that look like Alex, and members of the Marquez family.
And we thought it was Alex and the Marquez family, and we invited them inside to watch Family Guy and Friends for 1 hour.
But then we realized it was Joseph, Roger, Nancy, and Mitchell. They only wanted to get their way, so they could keep bothering us.
We're going to call their parents. I do not want them coming back here again.
Joseph Christopher Reed, oh my goodness, what is wrong with you this time? We cannot believe that you, Roger, Nancy, and Mitchell went to the Petersons' house in suits that look like Alex, and even members of the Marquez family, and demanded Alan, Sarah, Tony and Dave to watch Family Guy and Friends with you for. That is it.
This means you will be grounded for a month, starting from today. No hanging out with Roger, Nancy, Mitchell, Chris, or even Karen and her entitled friends, no dessert, no Family Guy and Friends, and you can only leave the house, other than go to school or go on a walk around the neighborhood. And for real, we really want you to stay away from Alan and Sarah and their families for good, especially with the Johnsons. Seriously, Joseph, you need to leave them alone. Now go upstairs to your room, and think about what you did.
Wow.
Joseph, stop it. Just stop it. Just seriously, enough slamming doors and at your age. Now.
Roger William Jason Gibson Schneider, are you crazy? We can't believe that you, Nancy, Joseph, and Mitchell had snuck into Alan's house by wearing suits that looked like Alex Fry, and the members of the Marquez family, and demanded Alan and his family along with Sarah and Dave to watch Family Guy and Friends with you for. That is it.
You are grounded for a month, starting from today. No hanging out with any troublemaker and entitled Karen, especially with Nancy and Joseph, no dessert, and you are not permitted to leave the house, other than going to school or for a walk. Seriously, Roger, we do not want you to ever go near Alan and Sarah and their families anymore, and also stay away from the Johnsons, and Alan's dad told you to stay away from them for good, and until you can start showing some big respect for them, and until you can start to improve your behavior before then.
Now go upstairs to your room now.
Why?
Roger, we are done with you slamming doors and screaming like a 3-year-old. Just grow up this instant. You stop now.
Nancy Alice Andrews, what has gone through your mind already? We cannot believe that you, Roger, Joseph, and Mitchell had snuck into Alan's house by wearing suits that looked like Alex Fry, and even members of the Marquez family, and trying to demand Alan and his family, Sarah, and even Dave to watch Friends and Family Guy with you all. That was very uncalled for.
For this, you are grounded for a month, starting right now. No leaving the house,
other than going to school or for a walk. No hanging out with Roger, Joseph, or any other troublemaker and entitled Karen. And there will be no dessert after dinner during this time. Just seriously, Nancy, we do not allow you to go near the Johnsons, the Petersons, and Sarah and her family ever again, and until you can start showing big respect for them, and until you can start to improve your behavior before then. Now go upstairs to your room now, and think about what you've done.
What?
Nancy, stop making a mess in your room. You're not 3 years old anymore. Stop it. Just stop it.
Mitchell, Blake, Snoots. Have you lost your mind or something? Your father and I can't believe that you, Joseph, Roger, and Nancy had snuck into the Petersons' house by wearing suits that looked like Alex Fry and members of the Marquez family to watch Family Guy and Friends. You know that sneaking into other people's property is very unacceptable.
For this, you are grounded for a month. This means no hanging out with any troublemaker or entitled Karen, no leaving the house, other than going for a walk around the neighborhood or going to school, and when you come home from school, we want you to come home from school and get started on your homework immediately. And we do not want you to go anywhere near the Petersons, Johnsons, and Hoffmans ever again, and until you start showing respect for them. Now go upstairs to your room and think about what you did.
What?
Mitchell, stop screaming like a toddler and enough slamming doors. Just grow up for once. You stop.
Hey Mom and Dad.
Yes, Maddox?
Since my 15th birthday is next week, I was wondering if I could have a birthday party.
But Maddox, we are not celebrating your birthday because you have been misbehaving so much lately, and you are still grounded.
I want to have a birthday party. 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 Please, I want to have a birthday party.
Okay, fine. We will celebrate your birthday, but you better behave yourself, otherwise, you will be grounded. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand, and I promise to behave myself.
That is good to hear. For this case, since we are on a rather tight budget, we decided that it is best for us to celebrate it here at home with the whole family. Does that sound fine to you?
Sounds good to me.
All right everyone, we got everything ready, so what would you like to do to begin your party?
I was thinking, let's play some games, but first, I want to open up my birthday presents. Wait a minute, where are my presents? I don't see them anywhere. This has to be a joke or something.
But Maddox, your birthday party is your present right here.
I want some birthday presents. 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 Please, I want to have some birthday presents, like a DVD set of The Office, or a PlayStation 5.
Gone.
Now Maddox, remember that you promised to be on your best behavior, and that means, don't be acting childish. Besides, your dad and I told you that we are on a low budget since we couldn't find you any presents, and you're 15 years old already. Now, just get up off the floor right now, and accept the fact.
No, not if you won't let me give me DVDs of The Office, or a PS5. And in that way, it will make me happy.
Maddox, you must learn that's how things are, but you can still have lots of fun here in the birthday party.
I agree with your dad, you can still win a lot of prizes when we play the games.
But how can it be possible for me to have a birthday party without any presents? Why didn't you give me any DVDs of The Office or Malcolm in the Middle, a new PS5, or a new laptop?
My goodness, this is really getting embarrassing. A 15-year-old acting like a 3-year-old.
I agree with you, Henry. A 15-year-old acting like a 3-year-old is beyond me. I agree with Mom and Dad, Maddox should stop acting like a toddler, even though he is no longer watching baby shows.
I don't remember Maddox still being interested in baby shows once he entered elementary school, but this is a recurring theme in a lot of videos like this.
You got that part right. But there is another recurring theme, every new character introduced is acting childish, no different than how Dave Johnson used to behave, which is why he got the nickname, Childish Dad.
Look, I am just upset because you won't be giving me any presents on my birthday. Why can't you give any presents, by going to Target right now? You entitled Karens.
Maddox, don't call us entitled Karens, that is not very nice. All we're trying to tell you is that we are on a low budget this time, and you can still have fun while at the birthday party so that you will enjoy it.
Maddox, you only got one more chance to behave yourself. If you keep up this behavior, then you will be grounded until the end of next month, and we will cancel your birthday party.
Do you understand us? That's it, Maddox Meyer, we are now canceling your birthday celebration, and you are grounded until the end of next month. Now go upstairs to your room, and we will be upstairs to bring you your dinner in 20 minutes.
Maddox, that is enough making messes in your room. Just grow up. Now!
Wow! What a long day from work at Hampstead Hospital. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now I'm here at McDonald's, eating my dinner. I'm having a crispy McChicken sandwich, French fries, and a strawberry banana smoothie. After dinner at McDonald's, I'm gonna go home, take a shower and go straight to bed because tomorrow, I'm working again from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then the day after, I work from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and after that day, I'm finally off from work. My work schedule changes every week with a variety of different hours. Sometimes, work gets too stressful when children misbehave a lot like Joseph does, and especially Chris. But anyways, it's time for me to eat my dinner. Joseph, what are you doing here?
Hey Alex, I just wanted to ask you if I can have your crispy McChicken sandwich because when I tried ordering one, the McDonald's staff said they just ran out of them. Plus, I have already moved on from kids' meals.
I'm glad that you have moved on from kids' meals, but I already got the last McChicken sandwich and they just ran out of them. But if you want, you can order something else from the menu. You can still order French fries and any drink you want.
No. I will not order something else. I want your crispy McChicken sandwich now.
Joseph, like I just said, there are other options you can order and I just got the last McChicken sandwich. Now, if you can just leave me alone and let me finish my dinner, that would be helpful.
I want your crispy McChicken sandwich. 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 Please. I demand that you give me your crispy McChicken sandwich now before I call the police on you.
Joseph, stop crying like a big baby and throwing a temper tantrum. There is no way I'm going to give you my chicken sandwich and you can't demand other people to give you something they bought, claiming it's yours, when in fact, it's not. And you calling the police is just a very ridiculous thing to do, unless it's an emergency and necessary. Now, go away. And besides, you're acting no different than when I babysat you in December.
No. I demand you to give me my McChicken sandwich because it's mine. Unless you want me, Chris, Roger, Nancy, Mitchell, Tom, Joey and even Karen and her friends to sue you in court for causing so much trouble for us.
Go ahead and try, but because you are 14 years old or almost 14, there's no way you're going to win now. I'm not gonna tell you again. Get out of my sight and leave me alone.
Give me your crispy McChicken sandwich. 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 Give me your crispy McChicken sandwich.
You know what? I don't have time for this nonsense and you better think about what I just told you. My crispy McChicken sandwich is not yours, and that is final.
But Alex, I want your crispy McChicken sandwich and that is final.
Joseph, I'm serious. Go away and stop bothering me for crying out loud. I don't want anything to do with you and you're already wasting my time. And don't even think about suing me in court. Now go away and stay away from me.
Very soon, me, my friends, Karen and her entitled friends will sue you in court, Alex.
Joseph Christopher Reed. Come here. You are in big trouble. Joseph Christopher Reed. Come here. You are in big trouble. Stop crying, Joseph. This is the second time you've bothered Alex Frey in a public place. The previous time was at Peter Piper Pizza when Alex was trying to celebrate Tony's birthday with the Petersons back in November. And not only that, this has been like several times that you keep bothering people at a restaurant, and claiming that the food is yours, when in fact, it is not yours.
But Mom and Dad, all I was trying to tell Alex to give me my crispy McChicken sandwich for me. That's why I demanded that he give it back to me, but no, he refused to give me back my sandwich.
Joseph, that's enough. We told you numerous times that you don't go up to anyone in public, demand things from them claiming it was yours, and then throwing a tantrum in front of them, and refusing to leave them alone. That's why Alex walked away from you and figured it was because of your behavior. And more importantly, you were telling him that you're going to sue him in court, when we told you that the judge is not going to hold any more cases if Karen is involved. And now we'll have to eat our own dinner at home instead of enjoying our food at McDonald's.
And because of your behavior this evening, you will be grounded until after the spring break. This means no TV, no watching Family Guy and Friends, no hanging out with Chris, Roger, Nancy, Tom, Joey, Mitchell, and especially Karen and her entitled friends, and you are only allowed to leave the house to go to school, go for a walk around the neighborhood, and possibly go to Grandma Thor's house or Aunt Deborah's house. We are also going to make sure that you are no longer bothering or going anywhere near Alex, the Johnsons, the Petersons, or Sarah and her family until you can show some big respect for them all and start being nice to them.
But I am really sorry. Can you please give me another chance?
Absolutely not, not with the way you're behaving right now, and you're not really sorry because you keep on misbehaving, throwing childish tantrums and acting entitled, so no, your apology is denied and sorry is not going to fix anything either. We're already going straight home, and that's final. When we get home, you will go upstairs to your room.
Joseph, go upstairs to your room, and think about what you did this evening. Mom and Dad will talk to you about your behavior in more detail after dinner.
Stop it! Just stop it! Grow up already! We don't want to hear you slamming doors anymore.
And stop crying like a big baby and throwing a temper tantrum. Stop it. Just stop it. Seriously.
Wow, those are the funniest videos I've ever seen in my whole life, and I can't get enough of them. However, I have to go meet up with one of my friends at the library because we're going to be studying, and when I get back, I will be watching more funny videos.
Good! Emily just left the house to go hang out with one of her friends. She won't be back for another hour or two. I'm going to install Chris Percy OS version 2 on her laptop, and Chris gave me this operating system from his school the other day. Now that I'm on Emily's laptop, I will insert the thumb drive into the keyboard, and I will then install Chris Percy OS version 2. I can't wait to see the look on her face when she realizes she can only watch Family Guy, Friends, Seinfeld, and The Simpsons. Let's do this! Now with the USB drive now inserted, I can begin installing the second version of Chris Percy OS, and I will use GoAnimate logic to speed the process. This will be the best thing I have ever done in my whole life, and it's all thanks to my new good friend Chris. He still attends the special school, but I am happy that he helped me. Okay, I just installed Chris Percy OS version 2 on Emily's laptop. I think she will realize that Family Guy, Friends, Seinfeld, and The Simpsons are much better than funny videos on YouTube.
Okay, now that I am back from the library and my friend, we just finished our homework assignments for school. Time to watch some more funny videos on YouTube. Wait a minute. What in the world is this? This looks nothing at all Windows 11. It looks like some unusual operating system that I don't know about was installed on my laptop. How can this be possible?
Welcome to Chris Percy OS version 2. My name is Chris,
and I will be your guide to this operating system while you are learning to use it.
No, this can't be. My computer was running Windows 11 just a few hours ago.
You should know the answer. It was you who installed it because it is currently running on your computer. Now, let me guide you through the operating system.
Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. I would never have installed this operating system on my computer in the first place. It was running Windows 11. Now I need to go back and go watch funny videos on YouTube.
Excuse me, but what in the world did you just say to me?
I don't have time to deal with this nonsense. I have to get back on YouTube and keep watching more funny videos. So if you can just leave me alone, that would be really helpful.
Hey, how dare you call my operating system nonsense? That was not very nice, you know. Now, let me guide you through the operating system and you can go back to using Windows 11 another day. But right now, you're using this operating system.
No, this operating system is total nonsense. Now just leave me alone and let me use Windows 11 and that is final.
No! I am not leaving you alone. Now, let me guide you through this operating system.
You know what? I have no choice but to restart my laptop, and it should be running Windows 11 again. There. Now my computer is now restarting, and it should be running Windows 11.
Oh, so you think you're trying to uninstall my operating system? Well, guess what? Let me tell you something very important. You're not going to be able to use Windows 11 anymore. Instead, you're going to use this operating system forever. And that is so final.
There is absolutely no way I'm going to continue using this operating system. I need to go back to Windows 11 because all of my school stuff is on there. So, I want you to change this computer back to Windows 11 this very instant. What are three doing here? And who are you, by the way?
I'm Joseph.
I'm Roger.
I'm Nancy.
And we're here to tell you that you're not going back to Windows 11 because of how badly you behaved for trying to uninstall this operating system. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Exactly. And we also know very well that you're going to watch baby shows, when you should know that you're way too old for them, just like the crybaby Alan and his childish girlfriend Sarah still watch their silly baby shows. That's why they still attend the big kid daycare at school, instead of being in a normal classroom.
Also, we're here to tell you that you're never ever going to be using Windows 11 ever again, and that you're stuck with this operating system for good. Now, you should accept things for what they are meant to be, and stop complaining, you big childish crybaby.
Hey, don't talk to me like that. You know that is very rude. Anyways, at least I can go on the internet and watch some more funny videos on YouTube. And then she tries to click on the internet globe. Now I can get down to business and go on YouTube.
Hello, user. My name is Peter Griffith from the show Family Guy. Today we're going to watch your favorite episodes. Now, what episode would you like to watch?
Are you kidding me right now? There is really no way I'm going to watch Family Guy. I am not interested in watching that show, Peter. I'm going to watch some funny videos on YouTube. So can you please leave me alone, Peter?
I know you want to watch Family Guy, and you can watch every episode all you want. Do you want to start in season 1? You tell me.
Like I said, I am not watching Family Guy. Right now, I am going to watch some funny videos on YouTube. Now, I am going to restart my computer again.
Apologize to Peter, 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 apologize to Peter. I want you to apologize to Peter because he is my best friend in the whole wide world.
Seriously, it better run Windows 11 for good this time.
That's it! I am going to pull the fire alarm, and it is going to be very, very loud.
Oh no, I can't believe my laptop just crashed, and now it doesn't work anymore. Oh no, I can't believe my laptop just crashed, and now it doesn't work anymore.
What?
Emily, what's the matter?
Looks like your laptop stopped working, and we need to take it in for repairs.
Well, it was running some strange operating system called CrisperCOS. I switched off the laptop several times to try and see if it goes back to Windows 11.
That's unusual. It couldn't have installed this strange operating system on its own.
I totally agree with you. Wait a minute, it was Billy who installed CrisperCOS on my laptop.
William Davis Sanders, get over here right now. You are in really big trouble. Billy, did you install an unusual operating system on Emily's laptop?
Tell us the truth, and do not lie to us.
Well, Chris gave me the latest version of his operating system, CrisperCOS version 2, and I wanted to see how Emily reacted when she can only watch Friends, Family Guy, Seinfeld, and The Simpsons.
That's why my laptop crashed, because that silly operating system is not compatible. I can't believe you did that. Billy, now there is a fair chance that my school work was erased from the hard drive.
For this, you will be grounded for a month and a half, starting from today. Do not leave the house other than going to school or for a walk. No hanging out with your friends, no TV, and you will start on your homework right away when you come home from school. Now go to your room and think about what you did.
Why?
Billy, that is enough making a mess in your room. Just grow up for once.
Alright DW and Kate, your dad and I are about to head over to the Johnsons' house to see the bike riders, but as you already know, only Arthur will be joining us because you two aren't interested in seeing it, and Kate, you're not old enough to see the film, and instead, you two will stay the night at Luna and Brianna's house.
Hooray. I'm so excited to meet with Emily, Stephanie, Penelope and Everly.
Same here. This is going to be a blast. And what about Joseph?
Joseph is with Grandma Thora, Aunt Deborah and Timmy and Derek at a trampoline park after having lunch at Red Lobster since we let him spend time with his extended family, even though he's still grounded. We learned that spending time with family is always appropriate for Joseph. But Arthur will be meeting us at the Johnsons' house.
Well, Mom and Dad, we hope you enjoy your time with Arthur at the Johnsons.
Thank you. We also hope you have a wonderful time with Luna and Brianna at their house.
Alright DW, we made it to Luna and Brianna's house. And yes, from what I heard from Luna and Brianna, there is a new smoke detector system installed in their house because their oldest brother Roger installed the detectors all by himself.
Wow, Kate, at least Roger is keeping the house safe with the new smoke alarm system.
And we know that Roger is a big-time troublemaker, which is why he is a bad influence on Joseph, so he may cause trouble while we are here.
I know, right? I hope Luna and Brianna's parents are able to keep Roger under control. But we have to be prepared in case he does cause trouble and ruin the sleepover.
But other than that, we are going to have a great sleepover tonight.
Have a great time, DW and Kate.
See you, Mom and Dad.
We'll see you tomorrow, Mom and Dad.
Alright DW, let's go up and ring the doorbell.
Oh boy. I'm so excited to have a sleepover with you. DW, Kate, Emily, Stephanie, Penelope, and Everly.
Same here, Luna. I'm very excited too. Penelope and Everly are already here after they arrived 15 minutes ago. DW and Kate are going to arrive any minute now. And Emily and Stephanie will be arriving here 15 to 20 minutes later.
Hey Luna and Brianna, that must be DW and Kate.
Penelope, Everly, and Brianna, stay right here while we get the door.
Got it.
Hello, DW and Kate.
Hello there, Luna.
And hello, Luna. Thanks for having us over tonight.
Come on in, Penelope and Everly are in the living room.
Hey DW and Kate, it's so good to see you both.
Hello there, DW and Kate. I'm so happy to see you both.
Hey Penelope and Everly, thanks for having us over tonight.
Hello Penelope and Everly, we're so happy to see you.
Hey DW and Kate, when you rang the doorbell, did you girls hear a Westminster chime that sounded like the one on the Roland Telecenter ICS, instead of a regular doorbell?
Yeah, I did.
Same here.
Yeah, we had to get a new doorbell because Roger destroyed our old one, and we chose to get a Westminster chime doorbell.
Hey Brianna, that must be Emily and Stephanie who just arrived.
Girls, stay right here. Luna and I will be right back. Hey Luna and Brianna, it's so good to see you.
Hello there, Luna and Brianna. We're so happy you invited us to your sleepover tonight.
Hey Emily and Stephanie, thank you for coming to the sleepover tonight.
Nice to see you, Emily and Stephanie.
So Emily and Stephanie, just to let you know that we had to get a new doorbell because Roger destroyed our old one.
Yes, and because of that, we decided to get a Westminster chime doorbell. Interesting. And when we rang the doorbell, we heard the Westminster chime.
And it sounded like the Roland Telecenter chime.
Good night, Luna, Kate, Everly, and Penelope.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mrs. Schneider.
I will go to Brianna's room and say good night to Brianna, DW, Emily, and Stephanie.
Tomorrow, before my parents take me and Kate home, I guess we can watch a few more episodes of Third Rock from the Sun.
That sounds like a great plan, DW.
Good night, Brianna, DW, Emily, and Stephanie.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mrs. Schneider. Guess we better get some sleep. Wow, girls, isn't it a beautiful day to go for a walk in the park?
It sure is, Penelope. Best day ever to get some fresh air.
Penelope, do you have any idea why an airlock door just appeared right in front of us?
No idea, but let's find out. Come on, everybody. Now this is even more amazing. We're actually flying, and we don't have to waste money on airline tickets ever again.
I agree with you, Penelope. This is how we're going to travel from now on. So, where are we headed?
Today, we're going to Austin, Texas to meet up with our very good friend Jake Elifrose and his girlfriend Julia. And from there, he's going to take us to Walt Disney World.
That sounds like a very fun adventure. Do you know how much longer until we're in Austin?
The sky's the limit, and we should just enjoy our time flying through the sky. We'll be in Austin before we know it.
At least we don't have to worry about Roger, Joseph, Chris, or any other troublemakers ruining our trip to Austin and then Disney World.
And I don't have to deal with Chris calling me a snitch like I have to do on a daily basis. This is even better now that we're leaving GoAnimate City for a few weeks.
Same here. I'm not going to let Roger do the same thing to me that Chris does to you, Penelope.
Since it is 3 a.m., I am going to set off the smoke detectors and wake everybody up. And guys, just to let you know, the smoke detectors in the bedrooms are by the door. However, I put the smoke alarm above Luna's bed and above Brianna's bed, and that's so that I can wake my younger sisters up in the middle of the night whenever I feel like it. Anyways, let's do this. First, I am going to get a step stool so I can set off the smoke detectors. When it's 3 in the morning, the smoke detectors go off. Wake up everyone!
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. What's going on, Luna, Penelope, and Kate?
The smoke detectors are going off. Let me check to see if there is any smoke. No, I do not smell any smoke. But what is this footstool doing here in the hallway?
Jacob, turn off the smoke detectors so that we can get back to sleep.
Don't worry, honey, that's why I have the footstool. I'm going to turn off the alarms right now.
Thank goodness, someone turned off the smoke detectors. Now, we can all go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's weird how they went off at 3 in the morning, and there wasn't any smoke coming from anywhere.
At least, we didn't have to evacuate the house. Now, let's all go back to sleep.
Finally. I think it was my parents who turned off the smoke detectors.
Let's all go back to sleep. We're very tired already.
I agree, DW. Tomorrow is a big day.
Good morning, Stephanie, DW, and Emily.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning, DW, Brianna, and Stephanie.
Good morning to all of you.
Thank goodness we were able to sleep in late after the smoke detectors went off at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I know, right? We were so tired from being waken up by the loud noise last night, or should we say earlier this morning.
Yeah, I agree. But other than that, we were able to sleep well.
Anyways, let's go downstairs and have some breakfast.
Good morning, girls. I made you all chocolate chip pancakes, scrambled eggs, and bacon for breakfast today.
Mom, thank you so much for the breakfast.
I'm so excited to eat the breakfast, Mom.
Wow. I love pancakes, scrambled eggs, and bacon. Those are good. Thank you, Mrs. Schneider.
I appreciate the breakfast you made for all of us, Mrs. Schneider.
Sorry I'm late, but I just overheard that we're going to be eating chocolate chip pancakes, scrambled eggs, and bacon for breakfast.
That's all right, Emily. We all woke up around 9:30 this morning. And yes, we're having chocolate chip pancakes, scrambled eggs, and bacon this morning for breakfast. Anyways, it won't be ready for another 15 to 30 minutes.
Either way, this will be the best breakfast. Thank you for the chocolate chip pancakes, scrambled eggs and bacon, Mrs. Schneider. I can't wait to eat.
Wow! That was pretty funny how I woke up my younger sisters and their friends with the smoke detectors. It's a good thing that I hid some cameras around so that I could get it on video, and I even hid one in the car. Let's get the footage edited and posted on YouTube. And I hope anyone likes it, including my best friends Nancy, Joseph, Chris, Mitchell, Tom, and Joey. Roger, William, Jason, Gibson, Schneider. I need to have a very serious talk with you. You are in big trouble. Dad, I'm busy trying to edit the footage and post the video on YouTube. Oh no! You found out.
That's right, Roger, your mother and I just saw footage from the cameras, and we found out that you woke everybody up by setting off the smoke detectors at 3 in the morning. And I had to turn them off myself. Now, because of you doing that, the girls were tired and had to sleep in late until 10 a.m. today. For what you did, you will be grounded until after spring break, and if you post the video on YouTube, you will be grounded even longer. Now stay in your room and think about what you did today, and do not slam the door.
Oh well, at least I didn't have to upload the video on YouTube. And at least my parents didn't take my Chromebook away.